Ever since America announced its withdrawal from Afghanistan, the country is in the middle of a turmoil. It is sad to see a country with such a vast history and culture is thrown into this barbaric chaos. Images and videos of horrors has been flooding the internet, and honestly, it took me some days to overcome the heartache and master the courage to speak about it. Where has they gone wrong? Beyond the political angle, let's see some facts about Afghanistan that makes it vulnerable to these invasions. Number 1. Prolonged political slavery. Afghanistan has been under different political rule for more than 3 decades. People are so used to this so that resistance is the last thing that comes to their mind to any kind of invasion. Many countries invaded Afghanistan for political and economic reasons. Afghanistan is abundant in natural resources like precious metals, minerals, oils, and gas. Their unique crops, handiworks have high demand all around the world. These are the economic reasons the invaders seek. Political reason is because of the geographical positioning of Afghanistan. It acts as a gateway that connects Central Asia to Europe. Therefore, the country that controls Afghanistan will have a monopoly in the trade. More than that, they also will have a political mileage in the neighboring countries of Afghanistan like India, China, Bangladesh, and Pakistan. Hence, from time immemorial, many countries have invaded Afghanistan directly or indirectly. 2. Religion. Religion is conceived and introduced to fulfill the spiritual quest of a person. But from the time immemorial, it is also used as one of the powerful weapons to control the masses. Afghanistan is no different. Political rivals have always used religion to create instability and unrest in the region. This is their way to gain back the control. They trained children and refugees with one-sided religious fanaticism. In the long run, they succeeded in creating blind followers and religious extremists. Although they have temporarily succeeded in toppling the then government, they have proven to be a wild, savage group of people who have become increasingly difficult to control even by their own creator. They unleashed violence, especially among their own people. World have witnessed their barbaric act when the freedom of half the population, especially that of the children and women, were taken away. They were kept under locks by some barbaric laws. The rest of the masses were made to fall in line by sheer terror and religious bigotry. Number 3. Economic reasons. Afghanistan is one of the richest countries when it comes to the natural resources, unique crops, and handicrafts are concerned. Their annual revenue from mining alone will come close to $3 billion per year. But all these riches are being flooding in the hands of a few religious extremists. When the rest of the country is dying with hunger and poverty, these people have enough money to raise a small army with all the modern equipments. So taking over this hungry and terrorized people was just a walk in the park. Number 4. Insecurity. For almost 3 decades, Afghanistan was under different political rule, which ranges from liberals to extremists. Their lives swinged both ways depending on the kind of rule that is enforced upon them. So it is only natural that they develop a high insecurity, especially on deciding what they want for themselves. Number 5. Lack of leader. Apart from the religious spectrum, Afghanistan lacked leaders that can influence people with ideologies. That is the reason why people's anger and frustrations are not properly channelized into a social movement. Different ideologies, especially that of democracy, was gifted to them. The idea was not conceived or understood by the people. Except for a few resistants, Afghanistan badly needs a national figure to educate and inspire them to lead their country and their people to a better future. All they have now is a few people with guns who is claiming to be their leaders. But honestly, how much of leadership quality is left with them without their gun is still a question at large. Freedom, like any other things in your life, has to be earned, not granted. First, you have to conceive the idea, sweat for it, fight for it, or even bleed for it if it is needed. What will happen in Afghanistan in the future is entirely up to the people of Afghanistan. Now they are in a crossroad, and let's hope they find the courage to pick the right path forward.